Hello, this is our lecture 43. In this lecture, we will see the use of the simple present tense. The first use of the simple present tense is that the simple present tense is used to write and speak the things or the matters which happen every day or frequently. It means that we always use or we should always use the simple present tense to describe, to write or to speak the matters which happen every day or frequently in our life. For example, we will say Sushil goes to college every day. Sushil is here the subject, and this Sushil goes to college every day. Every day means always. Always means this day, that day, means he always go to the college, and that's why Sushil goes to the college every day. This is the frequently happening thing, or this is the everyday happening thing. And this everyday is the word which is telling us about the simple present tense. Means everyday is the word which is used to show the simple present tense. Then the simple present tense is used instead of the present continuous tense. What is the clear thing? The clear thing is that we should not use the present continuous tense. We should use the simple present tense instead of the present continuous tense, because the present continuous tense is rather rough or rude behavior to use instead of the simple present tense. But it is very nice that we should use the simple present tense instead of the present continuous tense, because we cannot always speak in the present continuous tense, because it is not I will say it is not moderate, or it is not a good thing. But we can speak always in the simple present tense. So we should speak always in the simple present tense instead of the present continuous tense. So I will take one example here. The example is boys are making noise. So if the situation is happening, we can say boys are making noise. But we cannot speak like this always, or we cannot speak like this more. Means we cannot speak like this in a paragraph. We should speak here the simple present tense instead of the present continuous tense. And so we have taken one example, boys are making noise. This sentence will be spoken in the simple present tense, boys make noise. So boys make noise, it is the habit of the boys, and these boys always make the noise, and that's why this is the simple present tense. This sentence cannot be spoken in the present continuous tense, because it is their habit. And if it is the habit, or if it is the thing which is happening every day, we cannot speak that thing in the present continuous tense. We can speak that thing in the simple future tense, and that's why we should use the simple present tense instead of the present continuous tense. The next rule is that the simple present tense is used to narrate the news or reports. Remember, in our life some news is there, or some matters of the news are there, or some reports always happen in our life. So the news and the reports, these things should be discussed, should be written, should be spoken in the simple present tense. For example, he dresses and sits for writing. He dresses and sits for writing. It means that he dresses means it is his habit, and he sits for writing, it is also his habit. And that's why this sentence we have taken into the simple present tense, and that's why here we should understand, we should see that when there is a news or when there is a report showing matter, we should use there the simple present tense. Then the simple present tense is used always to express certain events happening in the future really. Means in our life some elements, some happenings or some matters happen always definitely in future. So if some matters which are going to be happen exactly, definitely or certainly in our future, such matters are also being discussed, being written in the simple present tense. For example, we see the college opens at 7:30 a.m. So this sentence shows us that the college opens means here the college opens means the college will open. The college will open because actually the sentence is in the simple present tense, but this sentence is giving us the sense of the future tense, and that sense is definite, certain. That story is definite or certain means that story will happen definitely or certainly, and that's why we have taken here the sentence that the college opens at 7:30 a.m. means it is very clear that we should use the simple present tense when in the future the stories or some happenings are definitely happening, or they are definitely will come before us, or if those things are true in our life or exact in our life, then we should use the simple present tense to describe all these things. Then next, the simple present tense is used to write or show the simple future tense. The simple present tense is used with the conjunctions when, until, as soon as, after and before. Means if there are the conjunctions when, until, as soon as, after, before, if such type of conjunctions are there, then we can use the simple present future tense with the simple present tense. For example, we will see the point is that the sense is here the future sense, and the sense is here the simple present tense sense. Means the sense comes into the future tense also, and the sense comes into the simple present tense also, and that's why when there are the conjunctions when, until, as soon as, after, before, we should use or we should write or we should show the simple future tense, the simple present tense in collaboration. Means it means with each other we use the simple present tense and the simple future tense. With each other we use when there are the conjunctions when, until, as soon as, after and before. So we will see some examples here. We will go when he comes. Now see, we will go means these persons are saying here that we will go. We will go means they are not going, means they will go, means we will go when he comes. When he comes means here in the first part the sentence is given in the simple future tense, we will go, and in the second part the sentence is given in the simple present tense, and these two sentences are joined by the when conjunctions. And so this is here the rule that if there is the when conjunction, we should use the structure or we should take the structure together, means there should be the simple present tense and simple future tense, and with the help of these two tenses we should use that structure. And so there is the structure when we will go when he comes. So here when is the conjunction, and this when has combined the two clauses. When means as soon as means when means it is showing the time. The second example is there, I will stop. The second example is there, I will stop enemies until he comes. Until he comes means I will stop enemies until he comes, means here until means till, and till is the time. So here is also again the when conjunction, means the meaning is of the when conjunction. So I will stop, this is the sentence, it is in the simple future tense, and he comes is the sentence which is in the simple present tense, and these two sentences are combined here with the until conjunction. And so here again we can say that, or we do say that such conjunctions always take with them the simple future tense and the simple present tense to create such structures. Then the next structure is close the door before you go out. Close the door means here this structure is in the imperative sense, means here somebody is guiding the subject to close the door, and so the subject is telling, the person is telling, or the subject is telling, close the door means close the door before you go out. Before you go out means you will go out, before that you should close the door. And so here in this structure there is the door which is to be closed, means close the door, this is the part in the imperative sentence, and before you go out, this is the part, it is in the simple present tense. So in this way this structure is also showing us the simple future tense as well as the simple present tense. Then you will call him, after you go out. After you go out means, after you go out means what? After you will go out means when you will go out you will call him, means here also there is the sense of the simple future tense and simple present tense, and the sentence is you will call him after you go out. So the first sentence is given in the simple future tense, and the second sentence is given in the simple present tense, and these two sentences are joined by the after conjunction. Then the simple future tense isn't used after the above time showing words. Remember, these are the time showing words, means suppose, when, until, as soon as, after, before, every day, frequently, always. So these are the time showing words, and before these words or with these words we cannot use the simple future tense. Here today's topic we have finished, and please I am telling you that you should not go outside because corona is outside. Stay home and stay happy. Thank you very much.